Hello, folks. It is now time for Stream of Consciousness. I'm Joel, flying by the seat of my pants, Cox. This is Joe, doesn't know what the hell I'm doing, Stout. For the audio listeners at home, I'm reclined back in my chair. My eyes are closed. I'm going to attempt to record this entire podcast with my eyes closed.
You're going to take a nap while I talk for
I'm
the next
not.
half hour.
I'm going to follow my actual stream of consciousness. And whatever comes into my mind, I'm going to talk about. Which means I might be interrupting you.
I'm worried what's going to come into your mind is snoring.
If I snore, you get to kick me in the leg.
I'm not kicking you.
You have to kick me in the leg if I snore.
Alright, I'll kick you in the leg. Joe, I just realized you're wearing Velcro shoes.
Yeah.
You're wearing Velcro shoes like you're an old woman walking around the mall.
And you know what? I've never tied my shoes since I've been wearing these shoes. Speaking of
Are
shoes...
these McGregors? Are you wearing a pair of McGregors?
No, these are more like $10 deals. I do want to talk about footwear, though.
I cannot believe you're wearing Velcro shoes.
I am lazy, and this helps. But I was saying, I'd like to talk about footwear right now.
Alright, good.
I hate buying shoes. Because they're super expensive. They always wear out. I remember a couple years ago...
Were those shoes expensive?
No, these are dirt cheap.
Those were probably $7.99.
They were like $10.
They weren't even in a box, were they? They were hanging on a hanger.
Actually, you know what? That's also I want to talk about, too. We'll put that in the queue. I hate buying shoes because they're expensive. And, like, you spend $60, $70, $80 if you don't know what you're doing. Unless you buy the super cheap shoes, and they just don't even last like a month or two. But I remember a few years ago, it's actually been more than a few. I'm guessing like 4 years ago, maybe 3. I went to some shoe store, and then a buy one, get one. And I got 2 pairs of shoes for $60. And they were both New Balance. So I was smart. The one pair were cloth for summertime, so my feet could breathe. The other pair were not cloth, but they were waterproof. So if it was going to rain, I wore those shoes. And if it was nice and sunny and hot, I'd wear the other shoes. I actually wore the other shoes to Vegas. Fun fact, the cloth started coming apart on the shoes before Vegas, so I sewed them shut.
You became a cobbler in Vegas.
No, it was before Vegas. I think it was 2 nights before the flight. I actually took and saw the holes that are starting to form, and I sewed them all shut and reinforced all the stitching.
You're killing me, Joel. You're killing me.
So as I was saying with these shoes, Walmart apparently, at least the one in Turtle Creek, they do not have shoe boxes. All the shoes are hanging up. That is creepy. You know how weird it is not having a shoe box?
Do you know how weird it is buying shoes that don't come in a shoe box?
That's what I'm saying. It's creepy. I'm tempted to get my drink.
Nope. A little to your left. Way to your left. Your other left. Do you not know which way is left? Closer. Warmer. Nope. Keep going. More to your left. More to your... Now it's on the floor. Congratulations. You should really open your eyes for this show.
No, I'm doing this show.
Maybe let your pop settle before you open it up. Just gonna throw that out there.
How close am I to the microphone?
You are a train wreck right now. You're too close to the microphone. Your cackle probably shut out all of the audio for everybody. You're
How's
good.
that?
You're good. You're perfect right now. Perfect is definitely not the word I was looking for. Oh, Joel, you're killing me. Velcro shoes, you're knocking your drink on the ground. You really buy your shoes off of they hang on a rack.
Yes, I did.
Oh, not New Balance. You did not buy New Balance.
No.
New Balance come in a box.
I am going to go to the shoe store again and buy 2 new pairs of shoes.
I have a lot of difficulty buying shoes. Like, my feet are so wide that even like when I buy like the extra wides, like when you buy shoes, there's standard and then there's 2E and there's 4E. 2E is wide and 4E is extremely wide. You're terrifying me setting that drink down. This is... Who are you trying to impress here? Nobody can tell your eyes are shut except for me. You're good. Leave it alone. Just don't touch anything else the rest of the show. This is the worst. This is the worst gimmick for a show we've ever done. Blind Joel is not healthy. You need a dog to help you get around now.
Wait, there should be a mask over here somewhere, right?
Careful, you have another drink over there full of vodka.
Is there like a sleep mask?
No, it's still on the floor. Here, yes, let me give it to you. Let me bring it to you so you don't have to open your eyes. Is this like some sort of ninja training or something that you're trying to... Like you're depriving yourself of one sense to increase your sense of smell and touch? And
Yes.
It's not working because you knock stuff over.
It's the first couple minutes. Of course, I just realized something. I don't know how long the podcast has been going on.
I'll keep track of it for you there, Daredevil. Hang tight. I got this one. Oh, my. I have trouble buying shoes, I think, is what I was saying.
Yeah, sure.
At that, but, because I have extremely wide feet. Like, my feet are super fat, and it's uncomfortable to get any... I break through shoes. I actually bought a set of New Balance, and I ripped through them almost immediately. They were comfortable while they fit, but I feel like they shrunk a little bit too, though. So that's it.
I feel like I need to find a shoe guy to teach me to buy the right pairs of shoes. Because I think a couple times I've bought in shitty shoes.
I am going to, not shoe related, but I'm going to take, and it depends on what happens with work and community and life and everything. But I think I'm going to take a bunch of my old shirts and have them tailored. Like, it's not the same as buying the right set of shoes. You can't really... There's no such thing as a cobbler anymore. You can't have shoes...
Yes, they are.
I don't... Not really, though. Not for the shoes that I buy. I'm buying crap junk shoes anyways. For
No, but you can have somebody design you shoes.
Yeah, that sounds expensive and unnecessary for me.
Hey, if you get a ticket to China... You can do your whole wardrobe for the year for like $200.
Yeah, I don't see me going to China anytime soon either. Not to mention,
can you imagine me with tailored cargo pants and tailored t-shirts?
No, I cannot.
That's what crossed my mind right then, by the way. This is my version of stream of consciousness.
I have a lot of button-ups and fancy, not fancy. I have nice shirts. I have shirts that are mostly that have been laundered.
I love you said I have clean shirts.
I have not all of them, but some of them are. Some of my shirts are like I could wear in more than a situation. I could wear them if I weren't going out just to order ribs at a fast food place. Like I could. I have
Piggly Wigglies. It's Piggly Wiggly, isn't it?
Yeah. No, but I have shirts that have buttons on the front, Joel, and pockets even.
I think Piggly Wiggly is an actual store.
I have clothes that you could wear with a suit jacket and such.
I guess I don't have my phone.
I have clothes that you could wear on an interview and potentially get the job. But I do. I want to get a lot of my stuff tailored right now because I am. What are you going for now? You need me to help you. What are you picking up the iPad for? You can't see. For the audience at home, Joel is. What are you doing?
Where is Piggly Wigglies?
I hope it only brings it up in
Okay, check it out.
How's that working for you right now? You having trouble reading the Google?
Is Piggly Wigglies a real store?
Yes, they are.
Checking. Okay, here's what I found.
Can you read this for me?
Yeah, it says you're a dumbass. It's upside down. It's not even right side up. I'm not reading that. Piggly Wiggly is a it's like a gas station thing. It's like Sheets in the South. I'm just saving the aggravation. You're killing me. You've literally got a mask on your face. You are so boned if you ever go blind. Oh, Jesus, Joel.
So speaking of going blind.
Yes.
So a couple weeks ago, Ted and I went to a Microsoft event.
Okay.
And it was scary as fuck.
In what sense?
So they do like a 1 hour, like, here's what we do, here's how we're awesome, here are the breakout courses, have fun. The first video was a video of this warehouse, and then about computer vision. And there's a barrel that fell over, and the picture had like a rectangle around the barrel, and some information about the barrel. It realized it was like an accident, so then it started like calling people and telling them there was an accident in the cleanup on aisle 5B in the sub basement too. And it looked exactly like the graphics from Resident Evil, the first movie, when the Red Queen was killing everybody. I looked at Ted looked at me, and I said, Red Queen. He goes, I thought the same fucking thing.
Wait, wasn't Red Queen also from Game of Thrones?
Red Wedding.
That's Red Wedding, okay.
But it's hilarious, because then they talked about this guy who's a programmer who used to be able to see. Then he lost his sight. He's working on this pair of glasses that takes pictures of the environment. So say like this, my mask is those glasses, and I'm looking what I think is your direction. I can click the button and say, it appears to be a man in his late 30s wearing a so-and-so hat. Or, it appears to be a man drinking. And it would explain to you the scene of what's going on. So then, you could go the right... Were you actually drinking?
No, I was not.
Okay.
My cup is empty.
So
I'm thinking about stealing your drink, though, and you will never know. I'm at least going to move it around the table so next time you reach for it, you can't get to it.
So then, there's a situation where he was in a restaurant, and he took his phone, which I thought was dumb because he had the glasses on, and the phone told him where to put the camera. It took a picture of the menu, and then it read the menu to him, which was actually pretty cool.
That is kind of cool. That's a neat. It's a very interesting concept for folks that are blind.
Yeah. And then there's another application where he's sitting with a group of people, and he wasn't sure what they thought of what he said. So he clicked the button again, and it's like, woman in her late 20s who appears to be intrigued. Man in his late 40s who appears to be interested in what you're saying.
Now, can everybody else hear this? Is it coming across?
I hope not. I'm hoping that they had a headphone in or something, but it didn't really classify. I think it was more for the audience to know that they could distinguish this stuff.
There's a word for that, like when you watch movies where like they have
Descriptive text.
Descriptive text, where they do like the audio commentary.
Because we had this conversation about my mother not knowing she had descriptive text on.
And I get that. Like that makes it. But here's the thing. I think the descriptive text is like legitimately. There's someone. It's like the closed captions. There's honest to God of a physical person typing this stuff up or commenting on this.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing I want to talk about. Go ahead.
No, I was just explaining what how closed caption works.
We talked about this a couple episodes ago.
All right. So what are you going to say?
So there's an anime called Full Metal Alchemist. It's about these two kids. It makes like alchemy is like a thing where you use what they call a transmutation circle. You put stuff in it and stuff happens. I'm butchering the description. Long story short, they did a live action version of the show. It was a 2-hour movie on Netflix. But it was in Japanese. So they had English description, which is basically they described the entire movie with English dialogue as the movie was going on. It's kind of cool. Because like I could sit there, I was working on a project, and I could hear the description, what's going on, and the actual dialogue.
That sounds okay to me, but that's definitely not how I want to watch.
Well, for stuff where there's no English subtitles or English track, but they have English description, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Okay, I get it. I understand how that could be.
And what Joe's actually saying is, Joel, you're full of shit. I don't care about yourself. Let's go to the next topic.
No, I just don't want to watch.
I know what you're saying.
I don't.
My sins are catching up for me not being able to see.
I was thinking about sneaking out of the room while you were telling that story and seeing how long you would talk and before you realized I was gone.
I would have thrown something like if you yelped.
You wouldn't have known if you hit me.
Yeah, but if you had a thing coming towards your face, you would have reacted.
Right. Oh, no. I think I can be quiet. Have you seen... That's, for example... I was actually rubbing my eyes while you threw that and smacked me. I wasn't so much subtly calm on that one as much as I really didn't know it was coming my way.
For the other listeners at home, I threw something at Joe.
Do you even know what you threw?
Yeah, it was like this tripod that broke. So I can break the other one.
There's a movie that I think just came out with John Krasinski, which, let's go back to the fact that he was the dude from The Office and now he's badass.
Yeah, what the hell is that shit?
He did that, what was it called? Something Benghazi movie. That 13 days? 13 hours? 13 hours in Benghazi.
Uh-huh.
Where he like really beefed up and he became like hard ass for
That
it.
pissed me off.
And now he's got like a scary movie coming out with I can't remember if it's I think he's married to
some pregnant woman.
No. Wow, she might be pregnant. I don't know.
In the movie, she's Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt? Yeah, I believe he's.
That's on that Facebook ad. There's a Facebook ad the other night about double date with those two. I'm like, fuck that.
Is she's? They're really married in real life, though. I believe.
There was another Facebook ad where it's like, oh, it was, Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell,
yeah.
Kristen Bell, and they wanted to have a game night with you, and then this Emily Blunt and that Ted Krasinski guy. Yeah, I said the wrong thing on purpose.
John Krasinski.
They had a similar ad on Facebook too about going out with them on a date or something. I'm like, what the hell? Don't like to see an ad campaign.
They seem like an odd couple to me. Mm-hmm. Like I can't see them together. I mean,
I think she wears pants in a relationship.
Maybe I don't know because he seems like he's probably like he plays that cool guy and
he plays a cool guy. In reality, he's a scary little bitch.
I bet not though. I bet he's probably pretty. I think he's badass, just like his characters are.
I think he's not. I think that's his dream to live, what he would be like if Emily Blunt would let him be who he wanted to be. But she has him so whipped and trained.
I don't know. I'm inclined to believe maybe not. But there's a movie where he it's a scary movie where he's like, I guess
you have to be quiet or this thing will kill you.
Yeah, more or less.
I saw a trailer for it, and the woman's pregnant, so she has to give birth and not scream.
Like, yeah, I think she's like in the bathtub trying to give birth without making noise or something. Mm-hmm. But it looks really good. It looks like a cool movie. It looks
like shit.
I don't know, and I'm not usually into scary movies. Like scary movies.
The thing that pissed me off the most is that kid in the trailer where like he just turns the car on for no fucking reason. Like I just end his life right there.
The little airplane toy, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which here's the thing: if you're hiding from monsters that are going to eat you if they hear you, would you give your kid a toy that makes noise?
No.
Let me put it this way, Joel.
I'd kill the kid.
I don't. I'm not currently hiding from monsters that will kill you and eat you if they hear you, and I still don't want to give my kids toys that make noise. I hate toys that make noise, and I'm not even in that scenario.
I just want to say, for Bella's birthday, there's this dog that walked around and barked and stuff, and I said, no, it makes noise. I'm not getting this for Joe's kid. Tara's mad at me, too.
Thank you. I super appreciate you not buying my children toys that make noise.
I know what's up.
Yeah, but I'm not a scary movie kind of guy, but I kind of want to see this one. I don't like scary movies because, honestly, Joel, as a grown adult, I can admit this, I am terrified of scary movies.
I'm not terrified. They make me angry because they make dumb mistakes.
I can handle dumb mistakes in a movie. I just don't like being scared because it's scary.
I'll say this for the millionth time. The movie, The Strangers, that came out in like 2008, was about...
Strangers?
Who was in it? I don't remember. This dude was proposing to this girl. She said no. And they had a romantic weekend at this remote cottage. And instead of going home and getting drunk and saying, fuck life, I don't care, fuck this bitch, he takes her to the fucking cottage. He drops her off. She finds all the shit's going down. He comes back, and instead of leaving, they stay. And they get murdered. Like, that whole movie should last like 5 minutes of, no, okay, fuck you, I'm going home.
The couple scary movies I have seen recently, though, have not really been that scary.
They're never that scary.
I watched, I guess it's a little bit ago, I watched an M. Night Shyamalan movie where... No, I like M. Night Shyamalan a lot.
Fuck him.
Oh, I love his movies.
You want the twist I want? When I twist and break his neck.
Did you see Split?
No, I refuse.
Did you watch Unbreakable?
No, I refuse. You got me on, what was it, Devil and Swing Away, and I said, fuck this, I'm not watching this shit anymore.
The Alien one?
Yeah.
Signs.
I fucking hate that.
I liked Signs, but you should watch Unbreakable and you should watch Split. But he did another movie that where these kids basically go to visit their grandparents.
Yeah, Tara saw that and told me about it.
I'll tell you what, dude, I was like, that for me was not like, it wasn't scary.
That was the only M. Night Shyamalan movie that I heard where the twist was not shit. Like that fucking tree movie.
I didn't like it. It was probably one of my least favorite movies from M. Night Shyamalan.
What I don't want to do is I go on Wikipedia and I read to see what the twist is. That fucking tree movie with Matt Damon, I think.
No, Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing.
Did you just say all white people look the same?
No, Matt Damon and Mark Wahlberg are both from Boston, right?
Maybe that does. They're so very different actors. Anyways, go ahead. Tell your thing. Oh, who are you doing now?
Where is Mark Wahlberg from?
They're both from Boston.
Let me think about that. Okay, I found this on the web for Where is Morganville from?
Yeah, how's that working out for you? This is not going the way you wanted it to.
What is the square root of pi?
Checking my sources. The answer is approximately 1.77245.
Well, that's clearly not right, because square root of pi.
What time is sunset today, Siri?
Sunset will be at 7:30 p.m. today.
Oh, 7:30, that's good.
How stupid is Joe looking right now?
Interesting question, Joel.
Eat that, Joel.
Anyway.
All right, so Mark Wahlberg, Matt Damon, two different people.
I think they're both from Boston.
I believe they are both from Boston. Yes. Ben Affleck also not from Boston. I think he actually moved to Boston and grew up there.
You know what movie I really want to see?
What's that?
Phantoms.
Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms.
That's all I hear.
It was such a terrible movie. It was so bad. You're better off watching Reindeer Games.
I've seen Reindeer Games.
But I've watched a few scary movies lately, and they weren't really like scary movies.
Terry loves scary movies.
Yeah, see, I don't do scary movies too often.
I'll watch them just to dissect them. What's the one with the cameras?
The cameras?
Yeah, like you want
Oh, wait.
Paranormal Activities.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That is basically the what the fuck where's Waldo. So like they'll have a camera like in the backyard.
That I remember scaring me. I didn't watch the sequels and
it
stuff.
It was so predictable. Like you'd have this camera and it'd be panning left and panning right, and then like it pans left and then pans right again. You see something different. It pans left, pans right. Boom! Scare! I'm like, oh, didn't see that one coming.
See, yeah, I don't remember. Not in the first one, at least. I don't remember. Yeah. It's been a while since I saw it, but I remember it scaring the bejeebies out of me. But I watched, and I thought it was a newer movie. I was wrong. It's like 7-8 years old now, with Chris Hemsworth and some other people. It's Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods. I watched that not too long ago.
That's not
it was so bad. It was such a terrible movie.
But here's what it was. It was a movie making fun of all the scary movies, of all the trials.
You know what though? It was, but it also kind of in a way wasn't. It was really good though. It was interesting. No, it wasn't really good. No, that's a lie. I don't know why I said
it was really good.
It was so bad that it was kind of good, but it covered a lot of like the stupid stuff that you don't normally see in a movie, like the whole it being orchestrated by some other. What are you doing over there?
Figuring out where the microphone is.
Oh, okay. It being orchestrated by some other collective company almost, like where they were processing a scary movie more than they were actually being in it, and but all in all, I didn't hate it, but it didn't make me jump like some movies do, and I jump pretty easy. I'm a scaredy cat.
I can usually predict when the jump's going to happen. If I'm a real dick, which I can't do with Tara because she'll probably kill me, is you grab the person when you know that scares about to happen, they lose their shit.
See, even if I know it's coming, it still makes me... Like, there are times where, like, I know it's coming, and I watch a lot of them on either DVD or like, on Netflix or whatever, and I'll pause it and go, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom right now, right before it all happens. Then I'll come back and I go, alright, I'm cool, I'm good, and, like, recollected. But, yeah, I don't do scary movies too well. I'm definitely a coward.
The one thing that drives me nuts is when I'm watching movies like that, or an action movie, I focus on the movie so I can predict what's going to happen. Then Tara will take her hand and, like, drum it on my thigh, or, like, tap me on the shoulder. I'm like, distracting me, I'm going to miss something, and then I'm going to get scared. Because if I can focus on the movie, I can tell you when something's going to happen based on either the movie, the music, or whatever. But if I get distracted, then I can get jump scared. But
yeah, see, I get jump scared real easy. You know, though, like, and I do, when I watch a movie a lot of times, especially like mysteries and stuff like that, or if a movie seems to have like a plot twist, I'm not saying I catch them all the time, But a lot of times I do catch what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I watched and it was as bad as the original was with Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford. Blade Runner. I watched Blade Runner.
What?
I watched the new Blade Runner. The first Blade Runner. I watched the old Blade Runner a while ago with Harrison Ford, and I remember it being horrible.
It was not horrible.
Such a terrible movie.
It was not horrible.
Rutger Hauer and Daryl Hannah, I think, was in it, and then Harrison Ford, and it was there was the story was kind of sort of there, but it really wasn't a lot of story to it, and then it just was you were just expected to accept everything the way it was, and then it was over.
That's based on a book called "Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep," and the book is insanity compared to the there's so much detail in the book that they basically threw out from Blade Runner.
Now maybe the book might be amazing. I don't know. The movie sucked.
The book. The movie is better than the book, in my opinion.
Really? No, are we talking the original or are we talking the new one? Okay.
I didn't read anything with the new one.
The original movie I thought was horrible.
I liked the new one a lot.
I did not like it that much. I felt
you like it better than the first movie?
Oh, definitely better than the first one. But it was almost like film noir, but it wasn't.
Was it because of the special effects, or?
No. I was fine with the effects. I didn't think the effects were bad. I thought the story itself blew. And I saw it all coming a mile away. You just knew everything was happening. As it unfolded, you kind of went oh, this is pretty... Not there was a lot of twists and turns, but you really kind of saw them all happening.
Here's a question. Is Harrison Ford a replicant?
Is he what?
Is he a replicant? Is
he a real...
Replicant.
Is he a... I don't think so, although I did consider that also. I kind of put that into play.
That's the iconic question for that movie. And based on what version of the movie you see. Now, did you watch the one with the dial with the director's commentary?
No.
Okay.
I didn't watch that.
Because the one with the director's commentary, the director's cut, Harrison Ford had to do a voiceover. And they say it takes away from the movie.
Yeah, I could see. I don't, and that's the thing. I'm gonna watch a movie first, then I'll go back. If I really enjoy the movie, then I'll watch it with all the extras.
No, what I'm saying is, there's a version of the movie where there's no dialogue, there's no...
narrative.
Narrative.
Okay.
And there's a director's cut version where there is a narrative, and then there's another version that's supposed to be the final cut, is what it's called, I believe. And that one does not have the narrative, and it's supposedly a better movie.
See, the one I watched did not have a narrative.
So you could have watched either the original or the third movie.
Yeah, I got it off Netflix. Whatever they sent me is what I watched.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I would have liked it better had there been some narration to it. But there wasn't, and I didn't dislike the movie. I just definitely didn't like the movie. And like I said, it was almost like they did it like film noir, and it was better than the first one by a lot, but it really was not a good movie. It was not one I would recommend. I wouldn't tell somebody, yeah, go watch this movie, because I just didn't think it was. I didn't think it was well put together. And you kind of sort of really have to watch the first one to understand the second one entirely. You don't have to, but it helps a lot. But even then, it really was not... it just wasn't a great movie, that's all. It wasn't something I would watch again.
See, I saw it twice in the theaters.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
In the theaters?
Mm-hmm.
I'm lucky I even waited. I'm glad I waited for video, and even that, I felt kind of I wish I could get this time back in my life.
How did you feel with the scene with David Bautista and Ryan Gosling?
I loved it. I was really shocked. At first I didn't even recognize Bautista. I saw him and I knew him, but I couldn't place it for a second. And he's not somebody who I watched him. I liked him in Guardians of the Galaxy, but I don't think he's a good actor. From that, I didn't think he was a good actor. I was actually pretty impressed with his acting in the movie, and I really liked the way that they did. I thought it was a really good scene because it put Ryan Gosling up against somebody of Dave Bautista size, who he's monstrous. Mm-hmm. But it made Dave Bautista, even though as physically big as he was, they gave him a character that was just you sympathized for him. You were this guy doesn't want to bother anybody. He's out farming bugs or these mealworms or whatever he's doing. He's minding his own business. He's this monstrous guy that could be threatening, but instead he's humble and he's subtle and he's calm and he's quiet and he's peaceful and he's not hurting anyone. And then you got Ryan Gosling showing up going, I don't really care. I'm here to collect you, or what they retire you. I'm here to retire you. Mm-hmm. And it's it almost made him you kind of were like, man, Gosling's sort of the bad guy in this movie right now. Like, he really didn't... He was doing something that you didn't necessarily feel like... In that situation, I wouldn't want to be in that spot. I wouldn't want... I didn't feel like Bautista's character was a bad guy. At all. So I liked it. I liked what it did for the movie. I liked the tone that it created, where you kind of felt like your good guy was kind of almost a bad guy, or not even necessarily a bad guy. He was just like really not in control of what he was doing. And I do like that they humanized all these artificial intelligent characters. They really did a great job making them. Sort of like they weren't robotic at all. Like, you didn't see them that way. Also, I felt like Gosling was mirroring Harrison Ford's character from the original movie, where Ford falls in. He meets this AI, this android woman who he then starts to develop feelings for, which that's part of the reason why I didn't like the first movie, was you really didn't see that development. You were just expected to accept that he meets her and he falls in love with her, and that just is what it is. But Ryan Gosling has this basically holograph woman who he falls in love with. And I like that they mirrored that. I think they did a really good job on that one. Aside from that, the story... The movie itself probably would have been better had more of it ended up on the editing room floor. That's my opinion.
I think they tried to touch on a bunch. What's that?
That's my 2 cents.
I think they tried to touch on too much stuff, making it 3 hours.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like they did too. They dug too deep into that rabbit hole. But it's not, all in all, like, even the story just dragged, and, like, they tried to make it like, oh, guess what's going to happen? And you're like, clearly this is what's going to happen. They're like, no, it's not. And yes, it did. I don't want to give too much away because it's still relatively new enough that some people might still watch it. And on that note, it is time. It's time, Joel.
Are you sure?
It's time. I was keeping track. It's definitely time.
Okay.
All right. You would know if you weren't blinded by your ridiculous mask.
Now that it's over, I will look at the time. Oh, it's bright in here.
Yeah, how about that? Thanks for joining us. Follow us here on Stream of Consciousness Podcast. What is it?
32 minutes and 10 seconds.
Is that all?
Not bad, Joe.
I see. I told you I'd keep track of it.
Oh, damn, it's bright in here.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I hope you learned your lesson.
Yeah, I'm going to do it in the next episode. Maybe I should make you wear this for next episode.
No, thank you. I'm good. Thanks for joining us on streamofconsciousnesspodcast.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and also follow our app, Stream of Consciousness. No, we don't have an app. You go on your podcast app and find us, Stream of Consciousness Podcast.
.com.
You can go straight to .com and download our podcast, right? Mm-hmm. All right, and we're on YouTube still? Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, follow us wherever you can find us. Okay, love you, bye-bye.
Let's go.